how that water line gets pressure then.
Yeah.
Driver's seat then, I'll sit behind him. Okay. Saturday morning.
Putting gas in this truck?
He's putting in. It's got like a small tank in the bed of the truck, I guess, for diesel. So
Gas in.
Yeah. Of his battery
To what?
to the pump. We were wondering how we were getting power to the pump. He just wants to go in his vehicle.
Oh, good. Got video. Is there room back there?
I don't know.
Come on back in there. That's where I sat the other day.
Oh goodness.
probably a relief to get that going.
It's been going.
Yeah. You been able to get water on it?
Yeah.
Good.
It's just, now it's trying to time it to where it won't get stuck and reverse it.
How long does it take?
Well, I don't know exactly. Dylan adjusted the speed.
Yeah.
And I just left it at the speed he's got it at.
Okay.
It used to take 24 hours to make a full 360
Loop.
degrees.
Okay.
Now it's not quite, I don't know. It was right out here
Yeah.
in the road
Yep.
when I reversed directions yesterday. Actually, a little bit this side. When I reversed directions yesterday, and it got to about where it is now.
Oh, so it's coming back towards the main right now, this way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what I mean. I gotta, before it gets there, I gotta reverse directions.
You gotta reverse it?
And I gotta drive down there to do it.
Oh, okay. You need to get some gas for that.
Anyway.
All right. So, what we really need to do, like you say, like we're glad that we're out to help, and we're, trying to figure things out. What we really need to do is make sure we know timelines really well.
Okay.
Okay. So what we understand is that Dylan had gone to Jim's house that morning, right?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of.
No.
Wasn't there? He was getting his grain truck into the.
His grain truck was here. He was getting seed out of it to plant this.
Okay. So his grain truck was here that morning, and I thought he was taking it towards Jim's house. No, to put it into the.
Yeah, that's what he was going to do.
All right. Well, you explain to me what you know about that.
Okay, I'm just going by what I heard from Karen and
Okay.
Jim and whatnot.
Okay.
Karen told me that she talked to Dylan Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and it was going to rain, so he'd call her back when he got the grain truck under cover.
Okay.
Well,
He called.
no, I think Karen called him. Or he called Karen. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what bothered her. She said, he always calls me right back.
Yeah.
She called him, they spoke in the morning. Well, Jim came over to my place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for dinner.
Yeah.
He left about 9. Next day, was when Karen called me and asked me to come out here and look around, see if I could find Dylan. And I did. Well, on the way out, I talked to Jim on the phone. He said, yeah, Dylan must have come in while I was gone last night. The grain truck's in the shed. He moved all my crap out of the way. Yeah, okay. He said, all he had to do was call and I'd unlock the gate. Apparently he unwired it. But he wired it back up, so it's good. And I come out here and took inventory on everything. Or no, I looked around for Dylan. I called Karen back and told her, his truck's here and it's locked, which is unusual. Dylan never locks his truck.
Yeah.
I said, the trailer looks the way it always does, a mess.
Did you go in the trailer and take a look at things?
Well, you seen how it was to get in there? I'm not so good at that. But I managed to pull myself up in there and I looked to make sure he wasn't laying down in the bed.
Yeah.
I didn't look in the bathroom, but
Did you?
I don't even know if he ever used that bathroom.
Did you come down here by yourself to look at it?
Yeah.
You were down here by yourself? You
Sunday.
didn't? Sunday?
Yeah.
Did Jim come down here looking for him with you?
Monday,
Okay.
Karen asked me to come out again and take inventory of the equipment and go
Okay.
through it. Well, I'm not good at climbing, so I brought Jim so he'd climb up in that cab over and the tractors and stuff over here.
Okay.
And I had Jim, I said, look in the trailer for me. And he climbed up in there and took a look around, and then I found some tracks down by the pond, and I hollered at him, hey, come look at this.
Which pond?
This one.
This one right here?
Yeah. And he said, I ain't going back in there, it's too hell. For me, it's a pain in the ass to climb in, and for him, he's got bad ankles, so it was a pain in the ass for him coming out.
Okay.
Somebody put a stump there here since the search started, but there wasn't one there before, and it was quite a climb.
Okay.
And
And
then Yeah, Monday morning I brought Jim out here with me, and I dropped him off. I believe I was headed home when Candace called me and said we're on the way down, and Justin's on his way down, and Larry's on his way down, and I met them up at the kiosk on the road. Told them how to get here, and then for some reason I was thinking Candace's husband was Justin. It just didn't look right to me, but
Yeah.
anyway, and then Candace called again or something. I don't remember what it was. She said, "No, Justin's behind me." Okay. So I waited for Justin and asked him if he knew where he was going. He said, "No." So I led him out here, and Candace and her husband, and me and Justin and Justin's daughter were out here one. Justin broke out the window and started going through the truck, and they climbed around in the trailers and shit. Looked around.
Did they look around? When you came in on Monday, did you look around the trailer much for anything?
I was looking for
ordinary?
Dylan. That was it. I didn't think to look for any, I didn't even know how that truck operated. He had a key fob.
Yeah. On Saturday, the 28th, when Jim came out to your place, you said about from 3 to 9, right? What had you talked to Dylan or Jim or before that, anytime before 3 o'clock?
On Saturday?
Yeah.
I'll check my phone and see. I don't remember. Let's see here. Go back to here.
Probably trying to remember what day that was.
This only goes back to the 10th.
It only goes back to the 10th of June?
Yeah.
Well, how about text messages? When you talk to Jim, is it usually through text or?
I usually have to text him so he knows it's me, and he'll either call me or I'll call him because he gets so much crap. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm going back to, what's the date?
28th.
May 28th. Yeah, I texted him that Yellowstone season 1 just started, reruns.
Okay.
We usually watch that.
Yeah.
And I texted him about 2 o'clock. I'm putting the ribs on at 3. 29th, told him to give me a call. Monday is when I asked him if he wanted to take a ride with me out here.
Gotcha. All right. When Jim came to your house, what was he driving? If you remember,
His old beat up blue Chevy pickup.
are you sure of that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The SUV thing, the Ford, it's got an electrical problem and it don't hardly move.
Yeah.
And the van he's been using for storage, the transmission slips real bad.
He wouldn't have any reason to drive Dylan's truck to your house, would he? No. Have you ever seen him drive that?
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
You know, him and Dylan worked up in Idaho for a month and a half, and I moved it a couple of times down here for him. I don't think I ever really drove it
Anywhere but right around.
Yeah, I don't think Jim did either. I don't know. I wasn't up there.
On that day. So you texted him at 3 p.m. We're just getting some important information off of times.
Okay.
Right? So let's bring that
Go
back up
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
I don't. Damn phones. Okay. We're looking for
The 28th. Because I think you had said you're putting some ribs on and something about Yellowstone was starting.
May 28th. Okay. May 28th. 12:32 p.m. I texted him. Yellowstone season 1 just started.
Okay.
And the same day, about 2:06. So I'm putting the ribs on at 3.
Okay.
And I remember
Yeah.
that he showed up at 3 because I went, wow, you're on time.
Must be hungry.
Well, Jim, when he says, I'll be there in an hour, that means in an hour he's going to start getting ready to go.
Okay.
He might have to go feed the horse and the dog and do this, that, and the other thing, and then get in and drive over, so I know it's going to be an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Okay.
But I remember that day he was on time.
So he was there pretty much right around 3 o'clock.
Yeah, within 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow. Okay. And do you remember seeing what car he drove there at 3 o'clock?
I'm sure it was the blue truck, because I hear it.
Okay.
I mean, his other vehicles, he can show up and I can't hear him. Anybody's, but his old truck's got exhaust leak, oil leak, all kinds of crap.
And you definitely did not drive Dylan's truck to your place.
No, hell no.
Has he ever driven that Dylan's truck out to the highway to 30?
I don't know. Not that I know of. I mean, maybe if he was with Dylan and Dylan wanted him to drive or something, I don't know. 'Cause Dylan and Jim have taken a couple trips up to Twin Falls and stuff, and I was here and they were there, and, you know, bringing equipment down and stuff like that. I don't really know.
And he was at your place until about 9 p.m., you say?
9 o'clock, whatever we were watching on TV that night was over, so yeah, he left at 9.
He left at 9. You stay there at your place?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to clean up the mess, dinner and all that stuff. Don't do a lot of entertaining, and it's usually just Jim.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you, so the next day on the 29th, did you have any communication with him then?
I don't think so.
I think you said give me a call.
28th. Oh yeah, May 29th. I texted him, give me a call.
What time was that?
That was at 7:15 p.m.
Okay.
So that was, what, that was Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember by chance what time you came down here on Sunday?
Well, it wasn't dark yet. It was either late afternoon or early evening.
Okay.
Karen could probably tell you exactly.
Okay. Because Karen called you and asked you to come
Yeah.
down and check.
Yeah. And like I said, and when she called and said, yeah, I said, yeah, that sounds like Bill, and I'll go out and check tomorrow. And I could tell how worried she was. She said, no, you don't understand. Dylan always called me that. So I came out here and took a look and called her back and said, he's not here. His truck's here. It's locked. Not in his trailer.
So when was it that you talked to Jim and he said Dylan must have come back here because the grain truck's here and it must have come through the gate and wired it back up?
That had to be, might have been Sunday before I came out here. The only thing I can think. Well, I talked to him that day, right?
I said give me a call, but I
Give me a
can't
call,
remember.
yeah, that
I'd
was-
have to look at your.
That was Sunday, May 29th. I said,
Yeah.
give me a call. And
So-
that was at 7:15 in the evening, so
Often, if you go into that call history, you can click on the. You go into your calls, and
that's
instead
my
of.
fault.
So where's Jim's number? Click on the info right there, the little I button. And then is there a history in there where you can see past calls? Incoming on June 2nd? No, it's gone. Might not save it.
I don't know this phone very well.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
computer stuff at all, really.
No, that's fine.
So, I don't know.
We're just really trying to nail down a timeline of those events.
Yeah.
And because we're getting some information that sometimes a little bit hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to hide things from you or be dishonest with you, but there's some things that are being told to us that just don't quite match up with what, you know, phone data tells us and where people were when they talk to people. Like when they talk to people, their location will show up, and it's not really matching up with what we're being told necessarily.
Yeah.
So we're just really trying to nail that down and determine, you know, Jim says that, or if you say that Jim is at your house at 3 o'clock, like prior to that, did he talk about anything that happened prior to him getting to your place at 3 o'clock?
No, I don't think we talked on the phone before that. Well, on Saturday? No, I don't
Yeah.
think we talked on the phone before that.
How about when we got to your place? And Don, I want to be honest with you too, that I know that Jim's a friend of yours, Dylan's a friend of yours, and I'm not saying you haven't been honest with me. I appreciate you being willing to talk and being friendly about it. But I also want to say that if there's anything you know that you're not telling us, or anything that either you haven't told us the truth about, or things that, you know, you haven't told us that we would want to know, I mean, now's the time.
I'm not going
right?
to withhold information.
Not going to withhold information?
No, hell no. I want
Anything that
Dylan
Jim
found.
said?
Honestly, I
Yeah.
have a really bad memory. Things go in one ear and out the other.
I understand.
Even with, and I didn't realize how bad I was at that until Jim pointed out when we were watching movies and stuff. You know, that guy did this and that movie, and going, huh? I watch a movie and it's cheap entertainment, and when it's gone, it's gone. You know, I might, after seeing an actor 20 or 30 times, might realize, oh yeah, I seen him in something else, but.
And I get that. I do the same. I can't remember a name for the life of me. I got to hear it 10 times before I heard it. But if there's, you know, a guy that you've worked with for a long time, that you have communication with Dylan, and I mean, some of the only people that you have real contact with, if something's happening to one of them, I think you would remember. And I think, I think if Jim had any conversation with you that kind of struck you as a little bit odd, or maybe he told you something happened, or...
Oh, I'd have remembered.
You would have remembered.
Well, hell yeah.
I understand that.
I mean, yeah.
Did you ever give Jim a ride that day back from his place over to his place, or from his place down here?
Monday. Yeah, I asked if he wanted to take a ride to come down here, and so I said I had him climb up in the equipment. And I called Karen and told her what all the equipment was here and all that stuff, and then I gave him a ride back to his place.
Okay. But you didn't come pick him up here
Oh, hell no.
Saturday at any
I
point?
thought that was weird. No.
Jim's never walking from his place to this place, is he?
Jim doesn't walk a whole lot better than I do.
Right.
Yeah, so no, he wouldn't.
So he would, I mean, that might as well be a marathon.
Yeah. Hey,
He's not walking back.
no.
So if he came down here in a vehicle, he'd leave here in a vehicle. He wouldn't come and drop a vehicle and leave a vehicle.
Right.
So if he came here and dropped either Dylan's grain truck or Dylan's truck off, he's
waiting for a ride. Or
Waiting
somebody
for a
to give him
ride?
a ride or whatever, you know. So, yeah.
Did he ever tell you that he got a ride from anybody here on that day, or other than when you brought him down here on that Monday to look through, or you're here with him on Saturday, pick him up or drop him off, or you're here with him on Sunday?
So I've been trying
Yeah.
the same thing you guys are doing. Piece things in, and just nothing makes sense to me from what I know.
Well, things are starting to become a little bit clear for us. I mean, not 100%. Obviously, it's not 100%, or we'd have Dylan, we'd have the guy in jail. They're starting to get a little clearer, and there's still some things that aren't making 100% sense of what people are telling us. And I'm telling you from experience that when things don't make sense, it's because someone's not telling us the truth about something. And so that's what we're trying to figure out. And I believe when you tell me that you're not going to hold anything back or you're not going to cover for them, but I want to make sure you really understand that.
I do.
Because from this point on, after we talk a couple times, what I expect is every little detail that you can think of that will be important to us. And obviously, if Jim said, "Oh yeah, he pissed me off and I knocked him out and I came over here," that would be important, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you would tell me that.
Yeah.
Or anything of the sort, you would tell me that.
Oh, yeah.
You never heard anything like that.
If Jim did anything like that,
Yeah?
he'd definitely tell on himself.
You think he'd tell on himself?
Oh yeah, he's one of them guys that, well, you met him. He's excitable, and if he gets pissed off, he rants and raves about it for
A few minutes, it calms down, right?
yeah, and then sometimes it'll creep up into him a week later, and
One thing that was really odd that you said was that he normally isn't the type to be on time. He always takes an extra hour, half hour to get ready, and that day that he came over,
yeah, he was on time.
he was on time, and that was a little bit odd that he would be that way. Did he have any, what was his attitude? Did his demeanor, was it anything different than normal?
No, he seemed normal. It's just, let's see, usually if I text him once, he'll either call back or come right back, text me or something, unless he's busy. He's been working on that chicken coop, and
Because if he texted you, or you texted him, "Hey, come on over," and then you said, 3 minutes later he was at your house?
No.
He texted him about 2 o'clock and said the ribs will be ready at 3.
Saturday
Okay.
was the 28th.
Yep.
Okay. 28th at 12:32. Just to remind him, I texted him that Yellowstone Season 1 just started.
Yep.
Okay. I texted him again at 2 o'clock, telling him I'm putting the ribs on at 3.
Okay.
He really had a taste for ribs, I know that. He bought the rack.
And, and he didn't text you back or call you back? He just showed up?
It's not unusual. He usually does that
Okay.
when he's expected. It would be weird if he just showed up without me expecting him or him texting me or calling me or something. Or he might tell me, I might stop by tomorrow evening. I go to the pond to get water and pick up some sticks for the fire. And then I know that sometimes he shows up, sometimes he don't. It was just kind of a deal between me and Jim. If I don't hear from him for 2 days, or he don't hear from me for 2 days, we kind of worry about each other.
Oh yeah, that's the.
I mean, one deal in there, I didn't hear from him for 2.5 days, and I texted him. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow morning, I'm going to come over and feed your horse and your dog and start looking for your body.
Yeah.
Well, then he called me.
That day, you told me before that you must have talked to him before you came out on Sunday, because he said that Dylan must have been over there, and because the grain truck was there. What's really hard is that grain truck and that activity happened before he came to your place. That activity happened before 3 o'clock.
Oh, really?
100%.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is up?
That activity, Don, all of it happened before 3 o'clock.
Well, this ain't fucking. I already cut out going to Montello. Now I ain't gonna see Jim anymore this week.
So, I appreciate your cooperation, but it puts you in a little bit of a bad spot.
I've been honest with you. You check my phone records. I showed you the text. I don't know. They're saying before 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So that's why I say, Don, I appreciate being pleasant, and by no means do I mean disrespect, but I got to do my job and ask hard questions.
Oh,
too.
I understand that. I just
So
you just fucking floored me here,
okay.
because I totally believe Jim. And I know he was at my house at 3 o'clock.
What did he say to you about what happened on the day before 3 o'clock?
I don't really remember. Normal stuff, like maybe he was working on his chicken coop, or he might have stopped down at the pond to get some water or something, but not really much. You know, just what our normal conversations are. Nothing stands out, and that's it, because it's, pretty much always a repeat.
And you're 100% sure he wasn't driving Dylan's truck?
Oh yeah, I'm positive. So I went outside to cook the ribs. My trailer sits here, my barbecue grill's here, I got a trailer sitting here, a flatbed, and he parks right there. So, I
Do you have cameras at your place?
No, I wish.
Okay.
I don't even have phone service in my place. That's something I got to figure out. I had phone service until last October.
Oh, really? And just stopped?
Yeah.
What, do you use Wi-Fi?
There's no Wi-Fi there.
How do you get texts?
Have no idea. I can get text, I can send text, I cannot make a phone call. I can get a phone call, but I cannot make a phone call.
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
And I've been fighting with the phone company, and they, the mountain didn't grow between me and my signal. Man, son of a bitch. Oh man. This fucking floors me, dude. Oh, fuck.
Talk to me.
I was going to ask you if you heard anything from Ivo. Ivo called me yesterday. And
Who?
Ivo
Ivo.
Sadarsky?
Sadarsky.
Okay.
Over at the airport.
What Ivo
And he
said?
wanted a timeline, and I gave him a timeline. And he said, yeah, I got a friend that does some radar, and we might be able to see timelines of vehicles coming and going and stuff, and give me an idea where to look. I went, wow, that sounds promising. Excellent. So I called Larry and told him about it. He called me back and asked for Ivo's phone number, and I gave it to him. Apparently he wrote it down because Karen called me today and asked me for Ivo's phone number. But yeah, I want to get this shit found, man. This is wrong. My God, if Jim's involved, that's going to fuck up my whole son of a bitch.
Well,
If he's involved, he ain't the man I thought he was.
Well, I'll tell you one thing is you never truly know. You think you do. I mean, it could be your own family.
Yeah.
People can hide things.
I don't know what to do now.
Well,
When I was done here, I was supposed to go by and pick up Jim and have him go up to Grouse Creek with me because he wanted to get some gas. Now it's like, I don't even want to be around him. I don't know.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, you know from talking to from Dylan's grandma that, hey, I talked to him early morning on Saturday and he needed to get his grain truck under the shed. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
He's going to Jim's property. That was like 6 in the morning. 7 in the morning, something like that. So, if that's what Dylan's doing, I mean, you didn't think between, well, I guess you didn't know at that time that he had called her. You didn't know for the next day, or did
No,
you?
I didn't know until the next day when she called me, late afternoon.
From that conversation, did you know when Dylan was working on that?
Working on what?
Getting his green truck on the shed?
No, I figured sometime Saturday he was, gonna get, well, she said get it under cover. She didn't say the shed. I'm pretty sure she said needed to get the green truck under cover. And I assumed it was there because he parked it there before. But Dylan was originally going to farm that place too. Dylan had no use for that shed until Jim cleaned it out and started using it. And then Dylan, well, it's cleaned out, I can use it.
Did you ever come down this way on the 29th? Or sorry, the 28th? No?
That was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
No, I never left home.
Never left home on Saturday?
I don't most days. I got no place to be, nothing to do. I don't have gas money to go around out here. People on search and rescue know more about my neighborhood than I do. I've been to Cold Bank Spring twice, been up to Governor Spring once.
How about heavy equipment? What if this works and runs? Does it all run?
Dylan drug this in last fall.
Okay.
It run, but it needed a tire real bad.
This yellow machine?
Yeah, the road grader.
That road grader?
Well, he took the wheel up somewhere in Idaho to get a new one, never got it back. The scoop mobile, he was getting a bucket load of gravel down there at the gravel pit, and we were pouring the concrete for this pump and the pivot and all that stuff. Blew out the broke the rear drive line and knocked a hole in the transmission. Just barely got it here, so it's dead in the water.
Okay.
And this was sitting up there by Dylan's trailer.
This was?
Yeah, and Larry moved it down here and took the cylinders off it and said, well, Dylan was complaining that the cylinders were leaking real bad. I figured I'd take them off and have them fixed. So he did.
So when did this get back here?
No, it was just right up there.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's been on the property
been
the
on
whole
the
time.
property.
yeah. The only thing that's gone is the red case, and I don't know if that was Randy's from the Gamble or if that was Dan Iverson's from Borrow. Dylan borrowed. But it sat here for over a week before the king got it.
Is there any chance that Dylan goes over to Jim's house and Jim doesn't know about it?
Possibly. Early in the morning, yeah.
How about if he's there for an hour? Is Jim going to know about it?
I don't know.
How about if he's there for 6 hours? Is Jim going to know?
Oh, I'm sure he'd know about it.
Jim's not going to stay in that trailer for 6 hours starting at 7 o'clock in the morning?
No, he'd go outside and pee sometime.
If he's there with a grain truck or his truck or moving around, Jim's going to know.
Yeah, I would imagine so. He'd probably hear that.
Is there any way that you could come down here to the diesel tank? He had some questions for you.
Copy. Oh, and they had the spud bed on it, I guess. I think that's the same truck he's gonna drive.
Is there any heavy equipment up there? Scoop, backhoe,
Where?
up on Jim's property?
Well, there's an old bow mag that don't run. And what else is there? Equipment trailer and a fuel truck. Couple broke down pickups, no blowing apart motorhome. That's about it.
As far as any potential skid steer, road grader, backhoe, scoop truck.
Well, Kurt's backhoe's up there now.
Kurt's backhoe's up there now?
Yeah.
How long has it been there?
I was there when you were there the other day.
Yeah. How long has it been there before that?
Oh, shit.
What I'm getting at, was it there the 29th or 28th?
No, but I can give you here, I think. There. Main line on February 6th. It was stuck, so. All around the 15th or the 16th, I'd say is when he moved it up there this month.
Of this month? From where to where?
From here over to Jim's.
So from...
So it was on the property on the 28th. If
Here?
you, no, at Brenner's place.
No, I'm talking this month.
This
Yeah.
month. So
Okay.
on the 28th, the backhoe was here
Yeah.
on this property.
Yeah. It's been here since like October. Yeah. They've been working on that main line.
Whose backhoe is that?
Kurt's.
Kurt's?
Yeah.
Kurt Wadsworth?
Yeah.
So Kurt Wadsworth backhoe was here on the 28th on Dylan's property, and about the 15th of this month, it moved to Brenners.
Yeah.
Does Brenner have, I mean, obviously he has some access to it, right? He has keys or whatever. He
Well-
knows that backhoe knows where the keys would be. No.
Nobody knows how to start that backhoe but Kurt.
So Kurt moved it up there.
Yeah. You know, there's that could be a nice backhoe if he'd maintain it, but it needs this, it needs that, it needs the other thing, and he's got to be two different places at 3 different times to get the damn thing started. And I don't think anybody else can figure it out.
How has Jim's demeanor been to you about all of this?
Well, he's a little sore.
What do you mean?
Well, when he went to prison, he figured he got railroaded, and it was not just the way things happened. Held him for almost a year without charges and all kinds of crap, so he's a little bitter on that. He keeps thinking, man, they're looking at me and they're going to do the same thing. I'm going to lose everything I had, just like I did last time. And all because I'm trying to help out Dylan.
Do you feel that way?
I want Dylan found, and yeah, this has got me on edge. Came out here to be alone, and it's something. When I was talking to Jim earlier, it was like there's a lot of people out here that are criminals. That's why I came out here, to get away from them. You'd be surprised. Shit. Like Kevin down the road, right the other side of the sun tunnels. You guys ever talk to him?
I have not personally.
You should. Kevin Divins or Bivens, whatever his name is. He's kind of a nutcase. Tell you what kind of a nutcase he is. I'll give you a scenario from a couple of years ago. We had pigs out here. And I was working for Dylan's partner. Got Dylan down here in the first place at the time. I had to go up to St. Anthony's to work on a truck. And I took Jim along because it was going to take, it was supposed to take 3 days. It took 9 days. So I asked Kevin if he'd feed the pig, feed water to the pigs. Well, that's fine and dandy. And we gave him 4 totes, so you have water. Gas, you know what totes are?
Yeah.
Okay. Gave him the totes and helped him out with just about anything. I worked on his van a couple of times, his tractor, or whatever, just trying to be a good neighbor and expecting him to do the same thing. Well, we're gone, I don't know, a week. And the sheriff's deputy called me and said, I'm calling about some pigs. Well, Kevin Divins called us and said, you guys are starving pigs out in the desert. I'm going, really? He's feeding them for us. He goes, that's what I thought. I heard he was a nutcase. But he stopped Dylan and one of Dylan's buddies on the road one day. Wanted to know who the hell they were and what they were doing down there. He did the same thing to Kirk Robertson. I mean, he thinks Kirk Robertson. Who's that guy who thinks he's the sheriff of Blue Sin? That's crazy, Kevin. But Kevin carries a gun. He likes to intimidate people.
I have heard about that, but he doesn't stop by this guy.
And, he's hard to tell. He might have had Dylan didn't like him. I thought he was okay for a while until I realized how nuts he was.
You've been here for 4 years, right?
Yeah, 4 years, I think. I think it's 4 years. I think it came out 4 years ago in March. And I went back to Oregon to start hauling my stuff out. And I was actually in my place where I'm at now next month. 4 years.
It's a nice place, by the way.
My place?
Yeah.
Been there.
I just went out and honked the horn of a gate today, and we weren't there, so we came here.
I was here. It's a lot of work, and it's all for nothing. All for nothing. My sister and my kids have been bugging me to move into town, and it's like, I really don't want to. I'm getting tired of the fight. I got 3 refrigerators, propane refrigerators, and for no apparent reason they quit working. And they start working. That was $300 worth of meat. And then the water situation, or the truck breaks down, and it's hard. And finally, I don't know, a week or so ago, my son said, come get your trailer and park it at my place. I said, okay, Jake, next year. So I committed to him that next June I will move over to Camas, Utah.
Camas?
Actually, my son lives in Samac.
What's your son's name?
Jake. Jake Higley.
Jake Higley.
He has Landmark Builders. Park City.
Does he work for them?
He is them.
He is them. Landmark Builders, Jake Higley.
Yeah.
Interesting. Samac's a nice place.
Yes, it is.
It's really nice. Am I missing anything, Iverson?
I got a question.
The only other question I've got, and then I'll let you ask that, is I came out here during that weekend when I guess at the beginning of that search happened, and there was a cooler out here.
Yep.
And it was full of some meat. I don't know how long it'd been sitting here. But that disappeared, and now it's on Brenner's property.
No, Brenner had a cooler just like it. That one. Dylan, it used to sit right here.
Yeah.
And we'd use it when we had to go out and unplug the sprinkler heads. And sometimes when Dylan's going to town to get meat, he was planning on staying here for a week. He'd get meat and ice and put it in it. Sometimes he'd, go into town and eat and forget about it, and it'd be in the back of his truck. I think the wind blew it away.
Right.
When it was sitting here, there was a big wash tub, big yellow wash tub. You remember seeing it?
No.
It was sitting over here by the pump. Dylan would do his laundry in it sometime. And I know he'd done his laundry because there was clothes and stuff hanging on the pump fittings. I think his mom grabbed it.
Right.
But anyway, somebody else grabbed that tub and moved it over here, and I was washing out my rags in it,
Because during this whole timeline, I know that you've spoken to us a couple of different times. We know that somebody was going in between Brenner's place and here, and we're just trying to figure out why they would be doing that if there's no reason to go here and there. We're just trying to track down why those items would be coming back.
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that Jim's got a cooler just like that one that Dylan had.
Okay. And what question did you have?
Oh. What should I do about Jim? I mean, I'm supposed to go pick him up when I leave here and take him up to Grouse Creek with me.
Well, he's not there right now.
Okay.
He's not there right now. So, as far as the immediate, I mean, there's nothing to do with him right now.
Okay.
As far as the future goes,
So, is he in custody?
no, he's not in custody. I mean, he's with us, and they're going to talk to him.
Okay.
So,
I just, when he's out of town or whatever, I take
Yeah.
care of his dog. If he doesn't have his dog with him, and feed his horse. I just,
all right. Well,
I'm not going to let animals starve out.
no, I understand that. That's good.
So I don't have to worry about going to see Jim.
Yeah, don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about going and making sure his animals are taken care of right now. As far as I know, he'll be back here to do that himself.
All right.
That said,
I don't know the thing, man.
that's up to you.
Yeah, you know, you just dropped a bomb, man, that I wasn't expecting. You know, that happened before 3 o'clock. That's just, yeah.
Yeah, from everything that we can tell, Dylan's activity puts him there a lot between that time he called his grandma at 6, 7 in the morning up until that time.
Well, I thought they pinged his phone, and the last time it pinged was right near there at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night or something like that. I think that's what the sheriff said.
Well,
That first Monday.
I mean, I don't want to lie to you, but I can't tell you everything either.
Oh, okay, that's
You
fine.
understand that?
Yeah.
But what I am telling you the truth of the matter that his phone was running around that property
Okay.
in the morning before 3 o'clock.
I would just like to go and stay with my kids for a while until the shit settles down. I don't know.
Well, I would like to think that you're being honest with us, because I'd like to think that everybody is being honest with us. I will give you the same admonition I would give anybody else, is that if you're withholding information or if you're not telling us the truth, A, now is the time, and B, if it continues, you know that at this point, if you have information that we would need to know, or that you're not telling us the truth, at this point it would be hindering our investigation. You understand that?
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Okay, well, I'll tell you something.
Okay.
And I really don't think it has anything to do with anything. You guys found ammunition and stuff at Jim's.
Yeah.
And he's a black powder enthusiast.
Yep.
But he figured that would be a reason to poke him, so to speak, say whatever. So he brought his black powder rifles over to my place.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where are those?
Well, I put one behind my bed, in my bedroom, and the other one's leaned up in the corner next to the table on the couch.
When did you bring them?
Shit, I don't even know.
After Dylan.
Oh yeah, definitely after.
Just the muzzle loader, or is there any other firearms?
All he's got was those black powder guns, 2 rifles, and a 6-gun. He said the last time I seen him wearing that 6-gun was 2 years ago. Just thought he ought to get it out of there.
Why?
Basically safety. That's what he told me. Last time you know, they had him in holding for over a year, and when he got out, everything he had was gone. Everything. And, you know, if you ever look through Jim's phone, I'm sure you guys already did, but, you know, he looks at all these old gun sites and stuff and works on, or likes working on stuff, you know, that's one of his things, you know, all the old stuff.
Was it just you and Jim that were at the barbecue? Was there anybody else that was over there?
Just us. Don't know anybody else except Dylan and Kurt, really. Dylan used to come over for dinner about every Sunday when he was down here. Not so much this year. Busy. Actually, it was a great deal odd.
So, I can't ask you what's going through Jim's head at that time, but what's going through yours when he brings you his rifles and a 6-gun?
Honestly, it looked like he was scared that, you know, he was going to be detained for 6 months or a year and lose everything he had. He said, no, I'll never see my dog again. She's old. And he had no idea what happened to his horses last time. All his gun, everything he owned disappeared.
So why do you think he's going to get detained, or why does he think he's going to get detained for 6 months?
Well, he doesn't. He just realizes that it's a possibility because it happened in the past. Just because he's a felon and he could be held.
Yeah. So he knows he's a felon. He knows he shouldn't have them, and so he.
Well, no, I don't know.
You don't know.
According to him, a black powder primitive weapon is not considered a firearm.
Okay.
Now, if he'd brought me a firearm, I'd have said no. But
Black powder.
black powder, it's not a firearm. It's allowed to have it, as far as I know.
Okay. So sometime after, Dylan, do you remember how long after? I mean, it's only been 3 weeks now.
God, it seems like forever. I wish that kid had just come walking down the road so I could kick his butt.
I wish too. But the longer this goes, the less likely that looks.
I just can't. I
I mean, I asked you the question last time, would he walk away? And you're like, absolutely not. He's not walking away.
No, hell no. There was times when Dylan got really pissed, frustrated because of the weather and stuff down here, dust storms and all that. And if somebody offered me $1, I'd walk away right now. But the next day he's back at it, or no way.
So, seems like forever. Was it maybe 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, right at the beginning after he went missing?
I don't know, maybe a week ago.
Maybe a week
and half
ago.
I don't remember.
All right, sometime in between then and now.
Yeah,
Okay. Anything else?
that's all I can think of.
Yeah. Well, number one, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But
Like I said, I didn't